All right. Good evening, everyone. It is so very good to have you tonight to join us as we launch into this awesome, awesome level of information that is going to be provided tonight. I'm so excited about it. So let's start as we do all the time. Let's start with prayer. Father, we bless and we thank you so very much for your awesome hand upon our lives and that you are helping us to understand how we are to balance our life in you and to achieve the success that you want us to achieve. And that you have already told us that you want us to prosper. You want us to be in health, even as our soul prospers. So we bless you, sir. We honor you in every way. In Jesus' mighty name, amen and amen. All right, guys, it is really good to have you. Thank you for being on, and we're going to launch into everything. And as you can see on your screen, we are going to go into the Believer's Guide to Achieving Success on Purpose. You're going to have to really prepare to work tonight a little bit. We're going to the next level, if you will. What we've done so far. Um, as I can see it, is that we've had what I would consider an appetizer. We've had an appetizer from 1 degree of change, and 1 degree of change has brought us to this place right here, so that you can now really go to the next level in your success. Now, 1 degree of change is an appetizer, but sometimes appetizers can fill you up. So we've received a lot of information from Success on Purpose, and it prepared you for where we're going to now. And all great achievements require time. As you know, we totally talk to you first about time and how you can achieve that. That was what Michelangelo said. So we're going to move forward now. Watch. Regardless of your age, by the time you complete this exercise in the Believer's Guide, you will have the starting point for a life of purpose and passion, for creating the future of your dreams. That is an amazing statement. For creating the future of your dreams. That's where we're going. You will have taken a huge step towards becoming successful on purpose, achieving the purpose-driven success you so richly deserve. You will, by every definition, become everything God intends for you to be. And I think that's a great place to start, is to be everything that God wants us to be, but do it on purpose. And we're not just getting there by chance, but we're there on purpose. And so that's why this system is such a great system. When I was introduced to the Believer's Guide to Success on Purpose, I was in the process of writing 1 degree of change at that time. And when I saw this program, I said, my goodness, this fits everything that I'm writing. And it will help me to even help other people. And I immediately started doing that. I brought my family together. And for Father's Day, I asked them if they would just give me, actually at that time, I said 3 hours of their time, so that they would now go through this program. And so I only took them through part of the program, which is one of the parts I'm going to take you through. All right. And walk with you through that. I'm going to coach you through this process. Now, the creators of this entire system, E.R. Hawes and Kent Masson, ER and I have become very good friends. And what we're going to do actually is we're going to have a conference call with ER, so that he can talk to you directly and tell you some of the things that is on his heart. And awesome man of God, have done a lot in his life, companies, built them and sold them and all of those great things. actually in the process of doing that right now again. So he has a lot of tremendous information. But ER said to me, Bishop Jackson, I would like for you to take this program and this system and take it to the church and promote it as well, any kind of way you want to, and get it to people and get it into people's lives, because we know what it will do for them. Well, the reason why I'm excited about that is because of what it did for me. Okay. When I got the program, even though I was writing my book, One Degree of Change, it instantly took me to a new place that I most likely may not have been able to get to without the system. Now, I could have probably got there through some processes, but this took me there really quick. And so what this system consists of is the Believer's Guide book there that you see, that this particular thing is the box it comes in. This is how the box all of this comes in, and you now have the Believer's Guide book there, which is an amazing book that you can read. And then you have Success on Purpose book, and that is a pretty thick thick book, but everything that you need is found in this particular book. Then you have a little packet there. If you see that little packet there right in front of the Success on Purpose book with that CD, that little package have in it what you see at the top of your left-hand corner of your screen, which is called the Time Prism. Inside of that is the Time Prism, along with other material that's inside of that packet with that particular CD. And we're going to go through the Time Prism over the next couple of weeks. And so the Time Prism is the thing that really blew me away, because I had not seen a system that was this well put together, and that would walk you through from a believer standpoint, but not even if you're not a believer, you would know how to function in this. Then you have this 6 CD set, that now deals with how you are to get from one place to the next using everything that's in the book. Everything that's in the book is on the 6 CD set, but it's more information, more stories, more anecdotes, and everything that will help you get to where you need to be. And when you finish that, you're like, wow, I can't believe that. And what happens is you have to go back. It's so much information, you got to go back and listen to it over and over and over again. And so I have the ability to provide this for you. And so I am going to provide it, but I'm also going to coach you through the process. Okay. So one of the things that is important for you to understand, that accountability is a key to success. And most people, the reason why they have not become successful is they have not stayed accountable. Now, one of the things you have to be accountable to is this: you must take ownership. You must take ownership. You must own it. You must own your success. You've got to be accountable to own your own success. Okay. You can't wait for somebody to bring something to you and hope that it all comes together. So walk through this quick little process. This is what we've talked about thus far, and we're going to add to it. You need a coach of the same gender. Now, I talked about that today a little bit on Periscope. You need a coach, and you need that person to be of your gender. Now, this coach for you is somebody to help keep you on track. They don't actually need to, but it is a great thing if they can. They don't actually need to know what you're doing or what you're trying to accomplish. They need to be somebody that can say, hey, look, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna stay on your case, and what you told me you want to accomplish, I'm gonna see that you do so. So you should follow me on Periscope. If you're not following me on Periscope, I don't know what's wrong at this point. As a long distance coach who has sparked your success gene. That's what I'm here to do, is to get you started. So it would be my job to provide resources to help your life increase. So my job, I'm gonna give you resources. I'm gonna, such as the Believer's Guide to Success on Purpose. I have even more of these type of things, but which we will talk to you about later in this webinar. Maybe not tonight, but next week. There are other resources I want to put into your hands, okay? And believe me, you need resources. As you own your success, you need resources. You need to change your information and the way you're getting your information. B, you must find a success buddy. Who is this? This is not your coach, but a person who is pursuing success the same way you are. You need somebody. In many cases, I've said, naturally, your coach cannot be your spouse. Sometimes this person can't be either, because sometimes we have a problem hearing our spouses, okay? We definitely don't want our spouses to be our coach. And sometimes a success buddy doesn't work. But if it does, amen, go with that. That means you're there to support each other. You're there to encourage one another, and all of that. It's the coach's job to keep you on track, okay, and all of that. But you are encouraging one another, telling each other how you are accomplishing certain things, okay? Start a weekly dialogue with your coach. You've got to find the coach and start a weekly dialogue. You got to talk to them every week. Now, hear this. The coach is not your friend. The coach is not your buddy. The coach is not necessarily coming to your events and your things that you're doing. That's not the job of the coach. Most people have gotten that wrong. And so the job of a coach is to coach you to get to do what you normally would not do on your own. Okay. D, to make time and money your partners to help you in your pursuit of success. I already been talking to you about time, how you need to now control time and not let time control you. But you also must do that with money. What I mean by that, you now need to spend money in a way that's going to help you get to where you want to be. Not just spending money just to be spending money. You now, I love this commercial on TV that talk about orange money. The company is talking about orange money, and this is money for retirement. This is not money that I can spend anywhere. And it is as though this money is separated. And that's the same thing you got to do with your pursuit of your success. You've got to have money set aside for your pursuit of success. And you've got to use it that way. It's the same thing with your time. You just can't let anybody have your time. Okay? Right? The next thing is, let's look at this. I want you to look at this. Look at these scriptures with me. Hebrews 12:2 deals with, look unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. Jesus' entire faith was to come and accomplish what God wanted to accomplish in the earth, and that was our salvation. That was his pursuit. He did everything. His faith was set like a flint to accomplish his goal. He becomes the author and finisher of our faith. So everything that we do become a focal point, and we look to Jesus as our foundation. Ephesians 2:20 says, and are built upon a foundation of the apostles and prophets, Jesus Christ being the chief cornerstone. Jesus Christ being everything. He is our foundation. He's everything. He's the cornerstone. He's the foundation. He's everything we build upon. If you notice here, for these four great pillars of spirit-led success, you'll notice that Jesus, the rock upon which we build, empowers a great awakening within our spirit. So he is the one that we build on, and everything else becomes the pillars to our life, but he becomes the foundation to our life. And so everything is held up because of that foundation. That has to be true and right. If we have that wrong, then everything is off, okay? So that will bring divine illumination. That will bring divine inspiration. That will bring divine guidance and divine revival. These four places will be illuminated. We'll be inspired. We'll have the guidance of heaven, and we'll now be revived on the inside. Revival is not an outside thing. Revival is an inside quality. So you're revived from the inside out, okay? All right? So now, with all of that said, let's look at the time prism that will help us to accomplish what we need to accomplish. The time prism is where we're going to start. Remember, you got to make time and money, bring them on your side, if you will. They've got to be a part of your strategy. So how do you handle time? And we've been dealing with time. We've been dealing with time, your TDL, your things to do list, and everything else is to help you to accomplish what you need to accomplish. So now let's look at this, okay? Now, this time prism, why we're dealing with a prism, because there's the way to separate light. So colors of light consists of different types of colors. These colors are differentiated on the basis of their wavelength in the visible spectrum. For example, when visible white light is made to pass through the prism, the different color present in the visible white light bend and at different angles depending on their wavelength, and as a result, different colors of light are observed. The colors presented in the light are red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, and violet. Okay, and so here we got these colors in this inside of the white light. All those colors working together gives us the white light that we see, and we call it light. But here they are all separate colors and separate waves that are all functioning together as one. So what we're going to do is that we're going to actually do that. We're going to actually see how these colors function together. We're going to make sure that this prism will function together and light flows through it, so that we will be able to function in our energy level. We'll be able to function in our mission. We'll be able to function in our attitude. We'll be able to function in goal setting. We'll be able to function in our peak performance, by the way, in making plans and our prioritizing and our we're going to have synergy. We're going to have our synergy will be right. Our organizing will be right. Our optimizing will be right. We're going to also learn how to do everything we need to do, and we're going to do it now. We're going to get this right as this light passes through this prism of your life now. And now we're going to be able to accomplish far more than we've ever been able to accomplish before. All right. So here we go. All right. So let's move into this. Let's get this. I want you to get this now. Tonight, I need you to have something to write. I hope you're writing with me. If you don't have anything to write with, you're missing out tonight. You've got to have something to write with tonight. Okay. All right. God bless you for that. I want you to make sure you have everything you need. Okay. Let's go. Let's move into this. All right. So this time prism. Okay. Let's deal with it. The time prism will help you automate the process of success. Now that is amazing to even think about. It will help you to automate the process of success. What does that mean? That means it's on automatic. It is not something that will be coming or you got to do a whole lot. It's working automatically. So what will it do? It will help you to discover precisely what's been holding you back from achieving the results you want. Okay. Totally. Okay. It will help you eliminate the shortfalls in your personal performance. So that's what this is going to do. It's going to remove all of the things that could hinder you. Lastly, what it will do, it will help you to repeat this discovery elimination process so that you put your success on automatic pilot. I don't know about you, but it is a whole lot easier to drive an automatic car than to drive a standard shift car. It is a whole lot easier. When you're driving a standard shift, you have a whole lot of work you got to do, and put in the clutch, engage in the clutch. Also, not only engaging the clutch, but changing from gear to gear. But when you're driving an automatic, it just changed for you. You don't have a clutch. You just need to drive, and all of a sudden, everything you need is happening. Okay. All right. So what we need to do then, if this prism is allowing us now to function at this level, we need to be able to look at life from a broad spectrum. Okay. So we can make the statement right now, I will take the full spectrum view of everything I do. That means I'm looking at every part of my life at the same time. I'm not looking at pieces at a time. I'm looking at everything at the same time and moving it in the direction that I needed to move. Okay. All right. So what are we dealing with? Watch this. From that prism, if we look at that prism and we see the three sides of it, we could set those in three different places and deal with it from three different vantage points: vision, roles, and values. Notice vision, roles, and values. But now notice values, that's your baseline or your foundation. Remember, Jesus Christ is our foundation. So our value system must be right. If we have our value system right, then we can build anything we want because our value system is in proper order. We don't have a cracked foundation. Okay. So with the foundation right, we can now build a vision, and we can then take the roles that we have and they can then merge together, and we can accomplish what we need to accomplish. Now, inside of that triangle, when you have your values right and your vision and your roles, what you have filling the entire triangle is what you would call your natural mission in life. So your natural mission is filling up the entire inside when you have your vision, roles, and values are in place. But then notice watch this. You got dotted lines with an upside down pyramid inside of it. Now, what is that about? Well, first of all, if you notice, from values to vision, you are dealing with emotions. From value to vision, you're dealing with emotions. Your emotions must be engaged for you to accomplish what God wants you to accomplish or what you want to accomplish. You've got to have your emotions engaged. Now, they can be good or bad for you. Remember, if you're excited about it, what I'm talking about, being excited about it, loving what you're doing, want to accomplish it at all costs. That's what you got to do. You got to be excited. But you remember, your emotions can be turned negative. You can be bitter. You can be, downtrodden in your heart and all that kind of stuff. And it works against your vision. Okay. Even if your value system, if you got a proper value system, if you don't have your emotions intact, you can have problems. Notice on the other side that from values to roles, is experience. Now here you say, okay, all the experiences of your life now, because of my value system being right, can help my roles to be accomplished. I can get my roles in right. Because why? I've learned a lot of things. Experience brings hope, you see. And then if you have that, then watch this. It is right to expect, not wish, not hope, but expect that everything that you need will come to pass. Why? From vision to roles. When your vision and your roles are connected, brings an expectation. And so in that triangle, you find happiness, satisfaction, and significance. That's what you find there. Happiness, satisfaction, and significance. And all of that is taking place because now you have your emotions, your experience, and your expectations in place that is within this place of values, roles, and vision. Okay. Now watch this. Many of us have heard about and dealt with what we call our IQ. Okay. Our IQ. Most people will not accomplish life because they don't think they have a high enough IQ, which is your intelligent quotient. Okay, because they don't think they have a high enough IQ. Now, I can tell you this, that I've met a lot of people that may not have a real high IQ, but they're doing a whole lot in the earth. So I'm telling you, so you can understand, because many people can think that if my IQ is not high enough, then I can't accomplish what I need to accomplish. I'm here to tell you that is not the determining factor. Okay, that's not the determining factor. Matter of fact, there's another quotient, and that is the emotional quotient, your EQ, your emotional quotient. How are you emotionally? And that's what I just finished telling you about, with your emotions being connected to your vision and your values. What's your emotional quotient? How are you? Are you high strung? Are you downtrodden? Are you excited? Where are your emotions? Because you can have a very high IQ and then not be stable emotionally and never accomplish anything. Okay. Matter of fact, you'll hurt yourself a lot. So you've got to have a balanced EQ. Okay. So that you can now accomplish what you need to accomplish. Your IQ is important in many cases. And what we're doing now is increasing our IQ. But if you don't have the right EQ, you won't go where you need to go. And so what we're going to help you do is also talk to you about your TQ, your time quotient. Again, to get your time quotient where it needs to be so that you're not wasting time, but you're using time to your benefit to accomplish what you need to accomplish and see it done in your life in a timely fashion. Okay. So this is where we're going. We're going to help your IQ. Okay. We're going to make sure that you are sound and stable, for that your EQ is on track to be excited about what you're doing, energized with what you're doing, so that you use your time proper and accomplish what you need to accomplish. So now let's look at how this works. This system have in it the understanding on how you are to increase each one of your colors so that you can get your colors at an optimal level. Now, remember, the light has passed through the prism and it has separated each of the colors. And we have now associated each one of the colors with one of the characteristics that will help you to increase your success. So you're from energy, missions, attitude, goal setting, plan, making plans, setting your plans, prioritizing, synergy, organizing, optimizing, and even how to get started now, how to act now. And so you need these colors burning bright, if you will. We need them on full blaze in your life. If you notice, this person's colors are a little low in prioritizing, a little low in making plans, fairly low in setting goals. Really good at attitude, great attitude, synergy with people and doing things great, but everything else is a little off. Got a mission and pretty good at 50%, over 50%, and all of those kinds of things. So we're here to get you to get all of these colors to the place that it needs to be. My goal for you is that you would get to the 75 percentile level, that all of your colors are on at 75% capacity. And that would be amazing. You would be amazed yourself if your life, if you looked at the spectrum of your life and you took the full view of your life and everything that you're doing in life, and your colors are all burning at 75%. You will be changed. I promise you. It is no question about it. You will be changed. Okay. And the average person's colors, when they do this entire process and go through the entire thing, is around 29 to 40%. That's where we are. And when people take this test, it is amazing. Okay, so most people are scoring way beneath the 75 percentile. Now, understand, this is not a test where you are getting a pass-fail. This is an opportunity to look at your whole life in the way that you need to see how can you advance life and what you need to work on in your life. Okay, so what are we after? This is what we're after. We're after a chart that looks like this. Not only have we reached to the 75 percentile level, we are moving beyond it, man. And we are moving fast beyond it. The things that we're working are working even better. But if we can get a chart that looks like this, I guarantee you, many of the things that you want to achieve in life, you will be achieving in life. I guarantee you the finances that you need in life, you will be achieving in life. But by the way, I'm going to tell you that. Listen, let me tell you this. If you get to the 75 percentile, you're going to already be achieving a lot. But this is going to take you way past that point so that your dreams, I think from 75% to 100, your dreams of dreams start happening. Okay? That's what I'm after. I'm after my chart looking like this. Okay? All right. And I'm well on my way. I promise you. But I'm well on my way because I've had this and I'm working on it. Now, that's why I have to bring you here. So let's walk through these colors and tell you what we're going to expect. Okay. We're going to turn your energy color on as bright as it can be so that you are, why is this? Commit to peak power. That's what your energy is going to do. It's going to bring you to peak power. Then you're going to turn your mission color on to its peak so that you can live what's most important. And most people are not living what's most important. I'm telling you, I know that for a fact, and you know that for a fact. We're going to turn your attitude color on bright so that we can transform passion into action. You've been passionate about it, but now we need to get some action going, okay? We're going to turn your set goals color on to turn your dreams into targets. You know, then you've just been looking at, man, I would love to be able to do certain things. And wow, but there's no target in your life. Listen, let me tell you something. The only thing we know that's going to happen is that you're going to die. Death is a surety. Everything else, you've got to go after. Okay? You got to go after. So we're going to go after. Turn your make plans color on. So that's map your future steps. You're going to know where you're going. Somebody asks, where are you in your pursuit? You will know exactly where you are. You will know that, okay? Turn your priorities or prioritizing color on fully. You're going to focus on number one first. You're going to know what's first. And that, man, I'm going to tell you, that is worth all of everything. Notice when we talked about your TDL, I told you, you have to prioritize your to-do list. It is important that you prioritize your to-do list. We need you to do that. Watch this. Turn on your synergy color. Find someone to help. Wow. That's a major key. How you work together and help other people. Okay. All right. And help other people. All right. Turn your organized color on. And that means to automate and to conquer. All right. We're gonna do that together, right? Turn your optimized color on. Make every moment count. We're gonna make every moment count. We're gonna accomplish everything. And we're gonna turn your act now color on. Make it happen. Make it happen. We know the commercial. Just do it, right? We're gonna do that. So if every color is turned on, can you see your life? Can you see it? Wow. Can you see it? Going to be amazing, isn't it? It really is. It really is. Come on, let's go. Last week, we started here and we talked about your energy color and that first color, commit to peak power. And we took this test. You must take this test. And what happens is you must answer every question as though you do it 100%, meaning this: if you're only doing this every once in a while, you can't say yes to it. And that means you do not get a point, okay? So you only get a point for the things you are doing. So let's take the test really quick again, and we're gonna move on from there, all right? I keep a close watch on my energy level to gauge how it's affecting my performance. Do you do that? If you don't, it's a 0. If you do, it's a 1. Or you check the box, right? You get a 1. All right. I consistently eliminate energy drainers in my life and replace them with energy gainers. I get the stuff that take me down, and I increase my life with things that increase me. I exercise for a planned amount of time on a frequent and regular basis. And since we did this last week, I'm going to go kind of quickly through this so you can get this. But I'm going to add something to it in just a moment. If you're not exercising regularly, you can't do that. You can't get a 1. If you do, give yourself a 1. I control my energy level by proper nutrition rather than fooling or then fool myself with quick fixes. What that means, again, I'm not drinking a Red Bull or a cup of coffee every day in the middle of the day, but I'm using the things I need through nutrition to keep myself energized. If you're not doing that, I told you, let me know. I can help you. All right. I track what I eat and drink and observe how it affects my performance afterwards. All right. Okay. Do you get a mark on that? I stop worrying from draining down my energy by taking a positive action to resolve the concern. Do you? Do you deal with it, or you let it lingers on? Let's go. I maintain my energy level by taking breaks to get up and stretch, or have a small nutritious snack. I'm sorry. I'm telling you what. Look, I tell people all the time, they get up and take the truck. They get up and get the snack, but they may not do any stretching. Okay. All right. And I sit straight, stand tall, breathe deeply, and move about energetically. And do you move? Do you move about slow? Do you slush around? Do you just drag your feet? Come on. Do you do that? I act cheerfully and look for ways to add more fun to whatever I do. Is that what you do? Come on. You're taking the test. I recharge and renew myself by taking time off for play and relaxation. Very important. You must have some time for yourself. If you don't, you're going to get wore out. I see a lot of people that's wore out because they don't know how to take any time for themselves. Okay? All right. Now, what was your score? You don't need to type. You don't need to tell anybody. But what was your score? Okay? There are 10 things there. What number did you get? Okay? Keep that number in mind. Write that number down. That's very important. Now, let me go back to 1D for a moment. I control my energy level by proper nutrition rather than fool myself with quick fixes. So this is one of the problems I find, that most people energy level is not right. Now, let me say something to you. I've done a lot of study on energy stuff. I've done a lot of things on energy and my proper nutrition and all those kind of things. As a matter of fact, I represent a company whereby I get all my nutritional products from. Again, I can help you with that if you need it. But let me tell you something. This vitamin right here, which is vitamin B and vitamin B1, vitamin B complex, and all of those. Vitamin B is of great importance to your life. Okay? You must have vitamin B. Now, that's what the drinks such as the energy drinks on the market, all the different energy drinks, you know their names. On the market, that's what they're saying they have in it, vitamin B, but they have in it also other things that are not good for you, that can help hurt your heart level and all of that. All right. So, but you need to get vitamin B. Vitamin B will help you to stay energized just because you take it. Now, let me show you some of the other things that it will do. Okay. All right. Normal function of your heart. Vitamin B1 will help the normal function of your heart. Watch this. Normal carbohydrates and energy yielding metabolism. It'll help your metabolism. All right. The normal function of the nervous system. That's what vitamin B1 does. Normal neurological development and function. So that means you can think well. Vitamin B1 helps you to be able to think. Remember, you know how you get cloudy during the day? You go, man, I'm just losing my creativity. I can't think well today. It's probably your vitamin B. All right. Normal psychological functions. That means you're not emotional all over the place. It calms you, causes you to stay calm. Okay. Disease risk reduction. That means the diseases that most people will get, you don't get. Okay. Just with vitamin B1. Okay. Eye-related diseases, cataracts, and all those kinds of things, blindness or vision loss. Vitamin B1. Look at what vitamin. I'm just giving you one vitamin that can help your energy and can help your life so that you can perform at peak performance. So some studies have suggested that vitamin B1, along with other micronutrients such as vitamin A and vitamins of the B complex, vitamin 2, B2, B9, and B12, may protect the eyelids from losing vision through cataracts. Wow, man, my grandmother had cataracts, and it is amazing that we didn't know this. We just didn't know this. Okay, so and by the way, let me help you with this. Give you some, because some of you have the comments. The fact that the screen is blurred, that is one of the problems sometimes with sharing the entire screen. So that's that come with that process. There's not a whole lot we can do about it right now. We will fix that in future webinars, but I'm giving you everything on the screen anyway. So just listen to me and take good notes, and it should help you. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next test. You may not have done that well on that one. So let's go to the next test. The next test is your mission. Working from your heart. Live what's most important. This is a place where you must do the most work, okay? Right here is where you got to go to work. Now, you got to listen to me. If you want to get successful, you've got to know your mission in life. Remember the triangle where we had values at the bottom, you had vision, and you had your roles. Inside of that was your life or your natural mission, okay? So let's go through some of this. Let's look at this. You will have to determine what it is you are called to do. That's what you got to do, okay? And then you must write clear lists that will help you keep on track. Remember, lists are clear, not only to-do lists now, you got to write lists to keep you on track to do what you are called to do. So you must have a mission statement in life. You must know your mission in life. A mission statement is very, 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 very important. Okay? All right. So let's move forward here. All right, good. So let's take the test. Here you go. I have a written list of the most important heartfelt values that I want to experience in life. If you have the list, you get a good one. If you don't have the list, nothing. Okay. I have a list. You have it now of the most important heartfelt values that I want to experience in life. Okay. 2, I have a personal mission statement that promises how I will live what I value as my code of conduct for everything I do. A personal mission statement. Listen to me close. Not a church mission statement, not a business mission statement, a personal mission statement. Okay? You got to have that. All right. I'm willing to trade the only life I have in pursuit of my personal mission. Well, if you don't have B, you can't have C. Okay? So you have to discover what your personal mission is before you can have C. I have a current list of the most important interests and roles in my life. Now notice, I have a current list of the most important interests and roles in my life. Remember the triangle. You had a vision, you had roles, and you had your values. Okay? Okay, so you know your value based on your mission in life and all of that, and then you connect it to Christ because you have your value. So that's where but you now need to know your roles. What are you working on? What are you interested in? What are you doing in life? Okay. I have a highly compelled vision of how the perfect world would look for each of my interests and roles. Now, I helped you with this a couple of weeks ago. I told you to write out a narrative when we were going through 1 degree. I told you write out a narrative to deal with what you would like life to look like. I told you to do that. If you did that, I gave you this one. I gave you this one. Okay. 2F says, I can describe each of my visions in clear and colorful detail. That means if I ask you, you can tell me your visions. Okay. In all the parts of your life. All right. I can clearly articulate the qualities I will portray and the part I will contribute to make each of my dreams come true. That's a good one right there. I love that one. I really do. That's a great one right there. Okay. Now, did you get it? Did you get it? Come on. 2H. I make daily decisions based on my values, mission, and vision. Okay. I make daily decisions. Okay. I don't do anything other than that. If it doesn't fit my values, if it doesn't fit the mission I'm on and the mission of my life, I don't do it. Okay. That's what you got to say. All right. I reinvent myself as I grow by revisiting my list of values and redefining my vision of a perfect life. That means you wrote this on paper. You wrote everything on paper and you're able to move and adjust it as you need to. You do not have to. Only thing that is pretty steadfast will be your values, right? But you're going to increase that list of values as you learn more and as you understand more about the foundation, which is Christ. Okay? All right. So you're going to refine that, and your vision has to be adjusted based on your new value list. Okay? I live each day as a testament of what I've declared to be most important in life. Okay? That's how I live my day. That's it. That's it. These 10 things, come on. How many of them did you get? You add up how many ones do you have? And that'll tell you how bright that color is. If that color isn't bright, you know you have to now work on this. Okay? You got to work on this. All right. So let's go. Let's move forward. I'm moving forward because I need to get through a lot of this tonight for you so that you can go and do the necessary work. Okay? The next thing that is important on our time prism is our attitude. Okay? Our attitude. And notice what it says, being a know-it-all. What do you mean? You notice how know is spelled. Okay, it's not K-N-O-W, it's N-O. Be a know-it-all, which means you have to learn how to say no. And you also don't want to be dealing with people who always have a no, it won't work attitude. So transform passion into action. You must have self-confidence. This attitude thing is you must have a self-confidence about yourself. You must have a self-confidence about yourself. Okay? Change I can't into I can. And pretty soon you will say, I did. I love that. Okay? You change I can't into I can. And pretty soon you will say, I did. Confidence. You've got to develop a confidence about yourself. Why? Why? You must develop self-confidence. Why? For the Christian. See, since you know who you belong to, and there is no failure in him, then there is no failure in you. Because he is the foundation. He's the foundation. There's no failure in you. And therefore, if there's no failure in me, I can do anything I need to. I can accomplish anything I want to. Okay? I can accomplish anything I want to. Yes, I am confident. I have self-confidence. I'm going to accomplish the world. Listen to what Henry Ford said. Listen to this statement by Henry Ford. He said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. That's right. Either way, you're right. It makes no difference. Your attitude must be spot on. So with that in mind, let's take the test. 1, I take full responsibility for how my day turns out. It's too many people in life who blame other people for stuff. You know, everything is somebody else's problem. If you didn't do it that way, or if you hadn't done that to me, if you hadn't said it that way to me, or if you didn't, oh my goodness, really? Really? Take responsibility, personal responsibility. Okay? You've got to take full responsibility. And you look at life and say, okay, my day is going to be the greatest day ever. I don't care what else happens. I'm not going to allow anybody to control my life. Okay? I am confident that I can succeed at whatever I do as long as I simply take the right actions. Okay? That's right. That's it. Wow, I'm confident. Why? My roles are right. I'm confident I can do what I need to do whenever I need to do it. Glory to God. I spend my time visualizing tremendous rewarding successes instead of picturing failure. Now this, I'm telling you, man, guys, I talk to so many people who, when I talk to them, I know what picture they're running in their mind. The movie they're playing is a failure movie. Every time they get to the end, they lose. Every time they get to the end, it's not right. Every time they get to the end, everything is destroyed. is failure. The hero in their movie, which they represent, always die in the end. Never walk away into the sunset with the victory. I'm telling you, you must begin to visualize your success. You must see yourself winning. I win. I don't care what I face, I win. I'm going to win. Come on. I told you to begin to take your narrative and look at it, meditate over it, go through it, and know you win. Okay? And that's the reason for the scriptures that you're reading. The 3 to 5 scriptures helps with that as well. I maintain a positive expectation for every action I take. Every action I take, I keep a positive attitude. My attitude is positive. I remove no from my mindset. Okay? I'm going to win. I have a positive expectation. It's going to happen. I'm here to help you with this. If you don't have it, we're going to get it. The word of God is the key to this, by the way. The word of God will help you change it if you do what I'm telling you. But you cannot do it your way. You've got to do what I'm telling you. And if you do what I'm telling you, you will see your life transforming. Okay? You got to do it what I'm telling you. You can't do what you think anymore. Okay? If it was working the way you've been doing it, then you wouldn't need this. So that tells you right now, you got to do what I'm telling you. And you can't do it when you think you should. You got to do it when I tell you. All right? And that's what we need. And because your attitude got to become positive. I look for the best in every situation and the opportunity in every problem. Wow. Now, again, you probably don't live around people or work around people that have 3E as a part of their life. you usually don't have it. Look for the best in every situation. No, I'm not. I look at the problem that's in it. I look at the yuck about it and all of that. I don't look at that. Look how bad this is. I can't believe this. You don't look for the best in it. And I got a problem. So now where is the solution? And there is an opportunity here somewhere. I told you a couple of weeks ago that in the investment world, there's a saying, invest when blood is in the streets. And what that means is that when everything is going down, everything is messed up, that's the best time to buy. And most people run away from the market at that time. They say, well, I don't have no money to put in the market and all that. But the folk that invested during the Great Depression all became millionaires. Because all of the things they invested in that was falling and all the way down to penny stocks all came back and made them millions. Look for the opportunity. Stop looking at the problem. I focus more of my time on seeking solutions rather than staying absorbed in the problem. Okay? Same type of situation. Do not be absorbed in the problem. I see myself as someone who is capable, enthusiastic, and committed. Are you getting ones with your attitude? A lot of people get a lot of this, especially Christians. They score well on this part. I always speak in a positive, powerful, and uplifting manner. Okay? Okay? You know if you're doing this or not. I persist with passion until I succeed at whatever I do. I don't give up. I don't throw it away. I don't look in your closet of things that you've started. How many things are in your closet that you stopped doing because you wouldn't go all the way through? Okay? Okay? I embrace change and love to learn and grow from new ideals and experiences. I embrace change. Most people hate change. Okay? It's time to embrace change. Okay? Now, this system right here that I told you about, okay, we're on the third row of the time prism. This system, you can get it all. You can have it. Now, believe me, you need it. You need it. Every one of you need it. I'm telling you do, you know, and husband and wife need it, all that. Now, it's not cheap in the sense that it is $99.95. That's what it costs. Okay. Now, it actually costs far more than that. And we try to do breaks, but listen. Matter of fact, you might be able to find it a little cheaper elsewhere. You might, but it's going to cost you $99.95 for me. Why? Because I'm going to help train you with it. Okay, I'm going to help take you to the place that you need to go, and you can actually purchase it right tonight. You can click on the offer that we're giving you, and you can purchase it tonight. You can go right out there and get it. Okay, and you need this because I'm telling you what it did for me. All right, it increased my life tremendously. All right, now I'm going to keep you a tad bit longer tonight because I want to take you through what I believe is the most important part of this entire thing, and it is the color for setting goals. So let's go there. Okay, let's go there. Set goals. Know what you want. Turn dreams into targets. Okay, look at what Albert Einstein said. He said, if you want to live a happy life tied to a goal, not to people or things. Did you hear that? If you want to live a happy life tied to a goal, not to people or things. Now, this guy was pretty smart. I think this is one of the smartest things he ever said. Okay? This is one of the smartest things he ever said. You must set goals. Now watch this. I want to take you through this process and then we will finish for tonight. Look at this. From the book that What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School by Mark McCormick. In the book, What They Don't Teach You by Mark McCormick tells a study, watch this, conducted on students in 1979 Harvard MBA program. In that year, the students were asked, have you set clear written goals for your future and made plans to accomplish them? Only 3% of the graduates had written goals and plans. 13% had goals, but they were not written. And a whopping 84% had no specific goals at all. Watch this. 10 years later, the members of the class were interviewed again, and the findings, while somewhat predictable, were nonetheless astonishing. The 13% of the class who had goals were earning on an average twice as much as the 84% who had no goals at all. And what about the 3% who had clear written goals? They were earning on average 10 times as much as the other 97% put together. My father. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Harvard Business School graduates. These are people who we have no doubt about they are earning good money. And these 3% was earning 10 times more than the 97% combined. Not 10 times more than one or two of them. They took the entire 97% together, all of their income, and they were making 10 times more than that because they had clear, precise goals. My goodness. Do you? So in spite of such proof of success, most people don't have clear, measurable, time-bound goals that they work towards. Most people don't. They didn't teach you how to set goals in school. They didn't tell you this process, that this was important. They didn't tell you that. But I am. I'm getting you ready. In the bestseller Goals by Brian Tracy, teaches you how to identify in the clearest term the things you want out of life, and then how to make the plan to help you achieve those things. Brian Tracy says that there are 4 reasons why people don't set goals. Here we go. 1, they don't realize the importance of goals. That's the first thing. If people with whom you spend the most time, family, friends, colleagues, and so forth, are not clear and committed to goals, there's a chance that you will not be either. Number two, they don't know how to set goals. Some set goals that are too general. These are, in reality, fantasies common to everyone. Goals, on the other hand, are clear, written, specific, and measurable. Got to have all of that. Okay? Got to have all of that. Number three, they fear failure. Failure hurts, but it is often necessary to experience failure in order to achieve the greatest success. Do not unconsciously sabotage yourself by not setting any goals in which you might fail. That means you got to set it out beyond your ability to obtain it. You got to go out there, okay? Number four, they fear rejection. All right, people are often afraid that if they are unsuccessful at achieving a goal, others will be critical of them. This is remedied by keeping your goals to yourself at the outset, except for your coach. Your coach needs to know, yes, your coach needs to go. Let others see your results and achievements once you have achieved your goals. That means you're not going around talking to your friends and most of your family. You're talking to your coach. Your coach knows. And when you feel like you're failing, your coach helps you. Your success buddy can help you. But you are not telling everybody else. You're keeping it to yourself. Therefore, you don't have that worry. So now, let's take the test and let's end for the night. I make all my dreams real by first identifying and then focusing on specifics, tangible target for what I want. If you have that, give yourself a 1. I have at least one clearly defined goal for every major interest and role in my life. Now, notice what it said here. It didn't say just one goal. For every major interest and role in my life, that list you're going to write for your interest and your goal, your roles, you have a goal set for each one. Okay? I set my goals so they are directly aligned with my life mission. Okay? Again, if you don't have the mission set, then you can't set the goal. Okay? I create goals high enough to ignite my spirit and inspire me to take action. It's right out of reach. I've got to reach for it. I can't do it easy. If I can do it easy, it's not a goal. I write down all my goals in specific, measurable, because we went through that. It got to be specific, measurable, and attainable. Okay? Detained with declared target dates. Listen, if it doesn't have a date on it, it is a wish. You must have a date on it. For instance, I want to be out of debt. There's a great wish. When? By when? Set a date. Make it out of reach. Come on, set a date. Don't say, well, I want to get out of debt by next week. Okay, now that's not obtainable. Okay, in most cases, unless you don't won the lottery. And if that's your goal, my God, I got some waterfront property I'm going to sell you. Okay, all right. I'm absolutely committed to hitting each of my targets. Every one of my targets I'm going to hit. Committed to it. All right. I share my goal with others for mutual accomplishments. Notice now what Brian Tracy says is don't share it. This says I share it. I'm telling you who to share it with. Your coach, your success buddy, but no one else. Keep it to yourself, okay? Keep yourself, but keep it before you. The other thing is important is that you got to keep it before you. Meditate on it, okay? I set a whole series of related daily, weekly, and long-term goals, complete with starting times and completion dates. Because if I have a large goal, I need smaller goals along the way so that I can obtain that. And so you've got to have this. I told you from the beginning tonight, this is the work portion. You must go to work. That means you must set aside some time and go to work for your own self. You need to set aside. You got to go after it. Okay, if you don't go after it, it will not be done. Come on now. You got to go after this. Come on. Come on. Aren't you sick and tired of being sick and tired? So now is the time. You got to do the work. You got to do your list. You got to set up everything you need to set up to accomplish what you need to accomplish. I take time every day to imagine how terrific it will feel when my goals are actually realized. What are you doing there? You're meditating. You're meditating. You're taking the narrative that you wrote and you're looking at it. Wow, this is going to be great, because that's a positive emotion that's connected to your vision, and that emotion, that excitement of feeling, oh, this is going to be good. And what I told you, doing 1 degree of change, the soul cannot tell the difference. So your soul doesn't know if it happened when you're meditating on it or if it's going to happen later. Your soul can't tell the difference. But when you're meditating on it, to your soul, it is happening. And your soul began to bring that thing in your life to pass. I take an action step towards the attainment of at least 1 goal every day. And that's your to-do list. Everything is working together to bring it all together. So what have we looked at? Come on, what have we looked at tonight? We looked at your energy. How is your energy? Okay. We looked at your attitude. What's your attitude like? But before that, we looked at your mission. What's your mission? What's your mission in life? Then we looked at your attitude. Come on. And now we're looking at your goals, your goal setting. So we've looked at 4 of the 10 areas that we need to go through. Now, we will come back next week and we'll go through probably 3 or 4 more, because they get a little more involved than this. But by next week, you should have a list of your missions. You should have a list of your roles and your interests. You should have a list of the goals that you want set. You should, in a week time, have done the work. If you have not done the work in a week's time, if you haven't even started, you're not serious. You're just not serious. You're wasting your time. You're one that want to get a bunch of information but don't want to do anything. And that's not going to help you. Okay? That's not going to help you. But I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to get you to your place. I'm taking you through the time prism. You need to get these CDs. You need to get this book, and the information in the books will help increase you. You've got to do this. You've got to allow yourself to now put money in the places that will help you, and stop being so broke-minded. Change your mentality. Change your attitude. Start using your monies to get you where you need to go. Come on, listen to me. I'm here for you. I'm going to take you through. We're going to make this happen. We're going to make it happen. I promise it's going to happen. In Jesus' name. God, I bless these that have been on in here with me and have learned tonight. But God, help us to go to the next level. All of them who need the income to be able to get this system, Father, I pray for that to come into their hands, and that they would be willing and use it to now accomplish and pull and get this system for their own life's sake. So they not only help themselves, they'll learn also how to help others. God bless you guys. I love you much. Thank you for being on. We're going to have a great and wonderful time succeeding together. Bye-bye.